With New York being one of the original 13 colonies, no wonder why many of the areas in New York are old and possibly haunted. And maybe not just possibly, maybe very haunted. And one of those places is the church in Bowery. New York is well known for having a vibrant and colorful history. The city is full of unique sections that are made up of communities that have sprung up around the buildings, each with their own beauty. These buildings, however, often come with a dark history in a city as big and as old as New York. There is no shortage of haunted buildings and tales of ghostly spirits. One of these buildings is St. Mark's Church in the Bowery. It is located east of the village, and it has a very long history. In 1651, Pierce Stewart, who was at the time the Director General of New York, Netherlands, purchased the land for a brewery or farm from the Dutch West India Company. He began to build the property, and by 1660, he had built a family chapel located in the present-day site of St. Mark's Church. Stewart died in 1672 and was buried in a vault underneath the chapel. Many years later, Sylvia's great-grandson, Peter, sold the chapel property to the Episcopal Church for $1 million. The sale stimulated the new chapel and had been erected to serve Bowery Village. This was the community which had grown around the Soviet family chapel. In 1795, the cornerstone of the present-day St. Mark's Church was laid. The church was built using the fieldstone Jordan style by the architect and mason John McComb, Jr. The church was finished and constructed on May 9, 1799. Alexander Hamilton gave legal aid when incorporating St. Mark's Church as the first Episcopal Church independent of Trinity Church in the United States. By 1807, the church had as many as 200 worshippers that attended the summer services, and 70 that attended during the winter. The church steeple was designed in 1828. The design of a tribute to Martin Euclid Thomas and Ethel Town. It is constructed in the Greek Revival style. More changes to the church happened at the beginning of 1835, when John C. Tucker's stone Parsons Hall was constructed. In the following year, the church was renovated when the original square pillars were replaced with thinner ones, following in the Egyptian Revival style. In addition, the current cast and wrought iron fence was added to the property in 1838. Hold on, guys. That was weird. Probably my hair. Or reflection. One of the two. All of these renovations are directly credited to the Thompsons. During the named time period, the two-story fieldstone Sunday school was complete. The church was then able to establish a parish infant school for poor children. Later, in 1861, the first commission outbreak addition to the Parcel Hall. This addition was designed to supervise an architect James Renwick Jr. at the St. Mark's Hospital Association, which was made up of some of the members of the Congressman. Outside the church, the cast iron portico was added around 1858. The design of the portico is a tribute to James Nuts. If I pronounce any of these names wrong, I'm sorry, I didn't disclose this earlier. Please don't get mad at me. Who was an early innovator in cast iron construction. Architect Ernest Flagg designed the rectory at the turn of the 20th century. Overall, while the 19th century saw St. Mark's Church grow through its many construction projects, the 20th century rooted in community service and cultural expansion. The Poetry Project and the Film Project, which later became the Millennium Film Workshop, were founded in 1966. In 1975, the Dispatch Project began by Larry Phelan. The Community Documentation Workshop by Arthur Tomier was begun, and the Preservation Youth Project, a full-time work training program, was started. This program was responsible for preserving St. Mark's famous exterior under the supervision of art teachers. Sadly, on July 27, 1978, a fire almost destroyed the church. The citizens saved St. Mark's Church and was quickly founded in an effort to raise funds for its reconstruction, and the Preservation Youth Project undertook the reconstruction. The group was supervised by architect Harold Ealing and craftspeople who were recommended by preservation contractor I. Mays and Sons. The Landmark Fund evolved. I just can't believe I still don't know that word, and I watched Pokemon. Out from the citizens to save St. Mark's, and it's continued to exist. Its sole purpose is to help preserve St. Mark's Church for future generations. The restoration on church was completed in 1986. With the addition of new stained glass windows designed by Ed Elan. Since St. Mark's Church is the oldest continuous religious site in New York City, there is a lot of potential for ghostly inhabitants. There is also a long list of historical figures and politicians who are interrogated there as well. Peter Soviet was known to be a stern leader. He was well known for a career that had taken him around the world. Unfortunately, he lost his leg when he was in Curacao on military business. When he finally came to rule New Amsterdam, he was famous for both no-nonsense meter and his wooden leg, which he kept wrapped in silver studs. Over the years, any church attending visitors and staff have reported seeing a strange presence. Most often, distinctive footsteps can be heard, which include the unmistakable sound of a peg leg echoing throughout the halls and pews of the church. People have reported seeing strange movements and shadows within the church windows, while walking on the street. In addition, the bells at St. Mark's have been known to ring at odd times, not often accompanying a sighting of the ghost. Many people have reported seeing a woman in the pews of St. Mark's Church. She is known to be wearing period-style clothing and sitting at the end of the pews. She also has been spotted on the balcony. When the watchman tries to approach her, she seemingly vanishes into thin air. Maybe it's because I'm reading these stories. But I don't feel like I'm alone, and it literally is almost 3 a.m. It's like 2:30 a.m. I couldn't sleep. Weird. Mr. Stewart was an Irish businessman who made his fortune in the department store business. He owned a marble paradise, was considered to be the city's first department store. The store took over a whole block and was 4 stories high. Suddenly, after A.T. Stewart died, so did his business. Stewart was buried at St. Mark's Church. However, people still believe he was wealthy. In 1878, his body was stolen and held for ransom. Mrs. Stewart was so upset that she paid the thieves the ransom. She had his body placed in a crypt in another cathedral. People continue to claim this scene that ghost of A.T. Stewart. It is thought that he likes to come back to his original resting place. The cemetery at St. Mark's Church is known for being as beautiful as the church. In fact, it is a New York City landmark, and it is listed on both the state and national registers. You'll find that it features a tranquil garden, a playground, several marble underground vaults. Most of the interments that happened at the cemetery took place between 1830 and 1875. One of the burial sites is referred to as the East and West Yards, and it attached to the church, while the other sites lie further east along 11th Avenue. New York City has much to offer to the Big Apple. While the city there is much to see and do, you can catch a Broadway show, tour a museum, and do some great shopping. But visitors to New York should not forget the historical side. There are so many buildings that have been around since the city was. You guys saw that, right? I'm not seeing things. There's a shadow that went by. There are so many buildings that have been around since the city was first born. All of these buildings have a history to them. With so many visitors that are enamored with New York City, it is more than possible that many ghostly spirits are there as well. New York City, I have been there many times. Sadly, I might not be able to go there for a while because it's crazy. But I've never been there to do any ghost hunting, but at the moment I probably don't want to go there at night. I wouldn't feel comfortable because I don't know the area that well. And I would not want to get lost in New York City. No, I'm not about that. Anyway, thank you for watching my channel and my videos. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I am Haunting Girl, and this is my channel. Until next time, I'll spook you later. Pleasant dreams.